Welcome. So today we're going to go over what I have to tackle at a friend's house. I originally went to see the house in the beginning of the spring and was not prepared for what you're seeing on the screen right now. This is what it looked like when I first saw it, and I thought I could just, deal with it, knock it all down, weed it out, and get rid of it. But when I started to do some closer inspection by starting to cut it back and pull it out, I realized that I had bitten off way more than what I thought I was biting off. Here I am in a second describing what I discovered. Okay, so I've been working in this jungle mess here, and I just wanted to point out a couple things to anybody who might be interested. We got a lot of invasive stuff in here. Lots of overgrown grapevine, out of control. And then there's this stuff. And this is Japanese knotweed. It's an invasive species. It has stems kind of like bamboo, hollow. And the only way to really get rid of this is with an herbicide, as well as this little guy in here. That's Tree of Heaven. And Tree of Heaven, which you see on a lot of roadsides, is also really hard to kill unless you can get the whole root system. But it spreads by rhizome, and when you cut it down by just the stem, if it's not that big of a tree yet, it will continue to grow. It will shoot out little babies in other locations. So I'm gonna clear all this brush and then head over to the hardware store and get the proper herbicide to kill it so it doesn't come back and we don't keep fighting this fight year after year. So I started clearing out all the Japanese knotweed, or a portion of it, and then I stopped, took a look at my phone, read the recommendations at MSU Extension, and then stopped removing the knotweed because I discovered that you can perpetuate more growth, just like Tree of Heaven. When you cut it, it will activate rhizomes underneath and shoot out more and more growth. So I stopped removing the brush and went to the hardware store and found some effective herbicide spray to help control the population of the knotweed in the backyard. So this is the end of day 1 of the attack of the jungle in the backyard. Today's the day. I've been working on this yard for the entire summer. As you can see, this was all a ground cover that was interlaced with grapevine, creeping Virginia. There's actually Japanese knotweed in there. There's Tree of Heaven in there. And there's one other thing. So I'm getting rid of it all. And then this is all going to just be grass for the homeowner because he doesn't have time to maintain a garden. And then that's also the best way long-term to deal with the pokeweed or the knotweed that has developed in this area. So today I'm ripping out all the vines. Should be fun. I'll set you up on a tripod so you can watch the process. It's mostly dead. Let's hope it stays that way. right here is that Japanese knotweed root ball. You can tell that it's Japanese knotweed because it has this, without the leaves, because it has this bamboo-like stem. And so I've been treating this with glyphosate, you know, Roundup, cancer-causing drug. It's the only thing that will kill the knotweed, or at least cut it back to controllable levels. And like I said earlier, this whole area that I'm clearing out had probably 6 or 7. There's one large one right here. Growths, there's another large one right there of knotweed, thought by the homeowner to be like some sort of bamboo. Anyway, it's not bamboo. So I'm digging out these dead root balls, and then there's gonna be grass planted here, so then when it comes back, which it will, he'll just be constantly mowing over the new growth, which will suppress the growth, is what I understand. Anybody else has information, let me know. But I think that's the plan for the upcoming year. So I'm gonna do my best to get most of the taproot out, but I'll pull it out and I'll show you, because it's like, you know, a dandelion weed times 500,000 million quadrillion. So this one has a side shoot going towards the last one I just dug up. And then this one on this side has a large side shoot that's going to the big mama that it came from, about 15 feet away. So there's no taproot going underneath it. I'll show you. That's a side shoot. This is completely empty underneath the plant, but there's this huge side shoot, rhizome, going to the mother over there. Okay, I thought I'd also explain the process that I'm using. So I'm using my hedge trimmer and basically cutting a line in the brush in sections and then peeling off the vines. While I'm doing this, I have started a collection of tennis balls that I have found. So far we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8. There's the other one. I found 8 tennis balls today, and I've found more previous. I think it's so funny. So that's the process. And then I peel back the vines, and then I get to these knotweed mounds and then take care of the knotweed mounds. There's 1, there's 2 over here, 3 in this little section. And then I have 1, 2, 3 big ones that I have to deal with. Whew, that's a lot of work. was really hoping I'd get it all done today, but I can't. I have no more oomph left in me. So I just have to cut that line here from the edge of that fence over to that. Get rid of this. But everything else cleared out pretty good. I am going to put a metal edging along here and keep this euostemous ground cover for behind the garage. So metal edging that will go kind of curve up to that corner of the fence. This will all be removed. The trunks will be cut down to the surface, and then there will be grass planted along here. This is quite the job. All of the waste is going to go to the dump, not a compost pile, because of the invasiveness of the species, especially that knotweed. So all the little pieces are being have been black bagged, and these are the root balls, and there's like 5 in here. There's smaller ones in the piles, and then there's the tennis balls. I've counted 19 that were found in and amongst the ground cover. Okay, so that's it. My charger cord. Any tips, tricks, or any other information you want to provide for dealing with invasive species, I'd appreciate it. If you like this, make sure you comment, hit like, subscribe, send it to your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.